So this dropped out of fucking nowhere for people.
This was the only thing that I was super excited about that I heard of.
Were you excited when you learned what it was?
What, the PvPvE?
Yeah, it's like
like, honestly, it's a FromSoft game, so I'm like,
yeah,
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah,
this will sell me the console. Honestly,
really, this is what gets you in.
Yeah, this is Metroid, probably.
Sure. Yeah.
My chat made a really good comment about that game because it is exclusive to the Switch too.
Yep.
They're like, this seems like a Studio Jam game that they were just like messing around making, and then maybe Nintendo shut up and they're like, you want to try to sell them this and see if they want it? Like, let's just see what happens. And Nintendo's like, yeah, let's go, do it. That's gonna be great.
Yeah,
there was film the thing we're making on Saturday mornings. Yeah, let's do that.
I don't know. Do you think they'll buy it?
It's so funny. If you like the amount of React content that I saw, they were like, "Is this Castlevania? Like, what the fuck? What is going on here? What is happening?" And then the screen went black. This dropped, and everyone goes, "Holy shit! It's from software. What is going on? Is this fucking Bloodborne?" Like, everyone just started freaking out immediately, which really goes to show how much weight that carries with the title of From Software being attached to it. Very much like Bloodborne 2 in so many ways. Like, it's hard to. I mean, it isn't it even in the name? Isn't it called like the Duskborn or something?
Yeah. Dusk. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. It is a PvPvE title. I think all of these characters that you're seeing here, including this fucking badass who can fly, which I think is great.
Because why not?
Yeah. These are all the different characters that you can choose. Duskbloods, sorry, is the title.
It looks like they could become animals, and that's like the whole gimmick. Because you see like a guy become like a wolf thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I just want to fly. I just want to play as that flying guy and just like fly from off screen straight at someone. And then I don't care really what happens after that. He can explode. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to do that. I want to live that life.
Frog with tits. Sorry, I had to say it.
No. The frog guy's great. Fantastic. From software monster design. Definitely want to check this out. I saw someone in chat describing it as Hunt Showdown, but from software.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
That's interesting.
But then you have to have a player base
dedicated
stick around
community
for it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's only,
Yeah, it's got a very dedicated community they put out a creator's voice blog on the nintendo.com/what's new section. Superhuman abilities and opportunistic behaviors and playing roles and altering fates. Let me see here if there was anything. In terms of structure, we consider it a PvPvE title. At its core, it's an online multiplayer focused game with both player versus player and player versus enemy. They asked, did you always have some desire to make a PvPvE type game? I said, yes, I've always found that structure very interesting. It allows for a broad range of game design choices while also letting us leverage our experience of designing challenging enemy encounters. As a side note, please allow me to address one thing. As previously mentioned, this is an online multiplayer title at its core, but this doesn't mean that we as a company have decided to shift to a more multiplayer focused direction with titles going forward. Nintendo Switch 2 version of Elden Ring was also announced, and we intend to actively develop single-player focused games such as this that embrace our more traditional style. So, obviously goes into much more detail about the Duskbloods in said blog. So you can go check that out if you're at all curious. I'm kind of scanning through this to see if there was anything. Said the Bloodsworn possess superhuman abilities thanks to special blood, so their actions are more dramatic than anything seen in our previous titles. Even basic character actions in this game, such as sprinting, super jump, and double jump, are designed to be dynamic and stress-free, and are complemented by each character's own unique abilities and weapons and abilities, allowing for a wide range of creativity.
Holy shit, dude! They were like, "Man, people love the jump in Elden Ring. Let's give them 2."
Well, you had 2 on the goat, didn't you? On your mount?
Oh fuck yeah! I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
There's over a dozen characters for the player to choose from, each with their own identity appearance. I think there's a lot of unique elements to the character designs and the weapons they use, so hopefully players can find one or two favorites among them. Also, each character can be customized to a certain extent, allowing players the fun of building a character that feels like their own. Can you provide some detail on the general gameplay loop? The game has a so-called hub area where players can choose their character, customize them, and enter online multiplayer. Online multiplayer supports up to 8 players. Upon concluding an online match, players then return to the hub, at which point they receive some sort of reward, whether they win or lose. Using these rewards, players can further customize their character, and so the cycle continues. Online matches are generally last player standing. However, there are certain cases where victory conditions differ. For example, players may be tasked with teaming up to take down a powerful boss enemy or find themselves in other special circumstances. Cool.
Okay.